Dakota, let's talk about that one. First round finish, atop the leaderboard, making the mainline playoffs. Just recap that entire performance.
I can't remember it. I can't remember it all, but yeah, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. You know, fair play to Chelsea. Not many people call out, you know, high level people, and I'd like to say that I'm a high level fighter. So fair play to her for getting in and being a game fighter. But yeah, I'm not really surprised by the performance, to be honest. I feel like I always take every opponent serious, and some people I think underestimate me. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm happy with it anyway.
Had the fight gone longer, what was the game plan, and do you feel like you really were able to implement it for as long as the fight did go?
Yeah, the game plan went really well. I think that's why I got the finish. I kind of showed a lot of things that I've been working in the gym. If it had gone longer, I don't know, I probably would have improved every minute. I feel like, you know, fights going longer is probably a good thing for me. I don't seem to get the cage time at the moment, but it's not a bad thing. But, you know, it does progress you as a fighter, helps you improve you, and I'm sure I'll get that soon, but I'm not planning on extending any round time or anything, so yeah.
Let's talk about the playoffs now. Got to turn it around rather quickly. Now, you know, quite the cream of the crop in terms of the competition. Just how are you feeling with all that ahead of you now?
Yeah, I'm excited to get straight back into the gym. I literally live for this sport, so for me, like getting obviously a quick finish like that, I've got no injuries and stuff, so I can get straight back into the gym and just, I mean, life in Florida at ATT is absolutely amazing, and I enjoy every second of it, so I'm excited.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank
obviously, with the standard you match up against Jenna, obviously she's known for grappling. Obviously, you're a decorated striker. How do you feel about the matchup?
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. I feel like it's opposite styles, so it's like I'm going to probably want to keep it stood up. She's probably going to want to go to the ground, but I think we'll both be ready for both ends. You know, I've shown my grappling in previous fights. She's shown her striking. Even tonight, I thought she did really well. I watched a little bit of it while I was warming up, and I was really impressed with her, so I'm excited for a good matchup.
Obviously, you're on this incredible run so far in the PFL. You came in tonight almost a 20-1 favorite, which is like historic. Did you know it was that big, and did you feel any pressure? And then obviously you put on a performance that looked like a 20-1 favorite.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the odds yesterday, and I just think like, I get frustrated with it because I'm like the only fight that's like, odds are stupid numbers, you know what I mean? And I just think MMA is a sport where one punch can like change anything, and as well, like, I know Chelsea got stopped in her first fight, but she's still a good high-level fighter, and like the odds probably went against her because she's lost before and I've won so many times, and my odds are just stupid. I just whatever.
And my last question for me. So when Kayla Harrison left the company, she was the face of the company for a long time. She kind of left. You know where this is going. You got this incredible style. You're on this incredible run. I mean, do you think that you're going to be the new face of the company?
And so she should have been the face of the company. You know, her run with PFL was absolutely ridiculous, and obviously her judo background, the Olympics, fair play to her. You know, she was the face, and hopefully I can keep this going now and be just as successful as she was. You know, she's gone on to other things now and is doing amazing in her career, but hopefully I can, you know, do really well and be the face of PFL now that she's gone on to other things.
You saw a rematch in this fight. You saw a trilogy. You're both young. How many more times do you think you might see Chelsea?
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, you know, she could go back to the gym now and improve drastically. So we'll see what happens.
So how do you celebrate this?
I've got a pick and mix waiting for me in the room. You guys know that I always have a pick and mix every fight camp. But apart from that, I'm ready to get straight back to the gym. I don't feel like I've got time to slack, you know. I've got a tough fight coming up in a few weeks' time, and I'm ready to go again.
You talked about being an American top team. Have you talked to Kayla Harrison at all? Like any advice or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not advice as such, but she does give me advice if I ask. You know, I was talking to her about like the season, and obviously with it being like she's done it 3 years in a row, like it's tough on your body. She was just saying like, you know, you're gonna get injuries, you're gonna have to like manage your training. So yeah, she definitely gave me a little bit of advice, but I feel like ATT in general has got a lot of fighters that have done the PFL season, so we're quite an experienced gym in the fact that we know how to, like, we know when to push hard, when to bring it back, and I feel like I've got a good set of coaches around me that guide me in the right direction.
Jump back to that, Kayla. Obviously, you got to continue to get compared. She didn't have the best, fallout. She had a bad fallout with the PFL. Don Davis said some pretty rude things. She went back. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't look into like all the politics. I don't know what happened between them, and I haven't asked her about it either. I don't feel like it's any of my business to get involved in people's things like that. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say on that.
Dakota, you dropped her about 15 seconds into the fight and then led some brutal knees to follow up. Did you think at any point that she might have been out of there? I know she was still fighting.
Yeah, no, I knew I'd finish her. Yeah, I knew as soon as I knocked her down in that first one, I knew she wasn't going to get out of the round.
So we talked about your body work after your last fight in San Antonio, and you come out and finish another fight with the body shots here tonight. Where have you learned to get such pristine body structure?
Yeah, a lot of what, honestly guys, what you see in the cage is basically what I drill day in, day out. This is like stuff that me and my brother have worked endlessly, like, but not fixating on like this particular shot. It's just something that we do constantly, naturally, all the time. And I feel like it's not something I look for when I go out there. It's just, it happens. Like, a lot of the things you see, we say to ourselves, like afterwards, let's get this video out and like put them together, and you'll see that the way I fight is the way I hit the pads. It's really strange, but all credit to my brother because he teaches me all that. So.
Last one for me. So the stats showed that Chelsea didn't land a single significant strike in over 3 minutes. Is that just as big of an accomplishment as the win itself, considering she's a former fight champion?
Yeah, I suppose yeah. I've got to be proud of myself at some point, but yeah, I suppose, yeah. Thank you.
Let's talk about outside of fighting for a second. It seems like you're just fast tracking everything around Florida now, kind of like young and enjoy yourself. What is it? Has it been like just like a blur, or what has it been like outside of the cage for you?
To do with PFL or just life in general?
Just life in general. I know you said you're kind of like balancing the press and everything.
Yeah. It's hard because I'm very much a person that's like, I don't know whether this is a bad thing or a good thing to say this, but I don't actually want to be like a famous person or like a well-known person. I want to make a difference in the sport and be known as a top fighter, but I don't want like a life in the media, and like I know it comes with it, but that's probably why I don't deal with the media very well, is because I just want to fight and just be a good fighter. Like, I'm not bothered about being famous and people writing about me, and I know that has to come for me to get this kind of stardom, but it's not something I enjoy, so I am just learning to like go with the media and get used to it, because I know like this is my first co-main event, I think, or second, and it's going to get more and more, and I know that, but I'm just kind of learning to deal with that, because I just want to be in the gym training all the time, and I feel like when I'm out of the gym, I'm not working hard enough, so I just need to get that balance, but I'm learning, so.
And then just one last one for me. Obviously, again, you've been on a fast track, it seems like you're finishing in dominant fashion. I wonder what your philosophy is on losing. Not to take anything away from the wins, but have there been kind of like conversations about that where it's like, how can we handle that? Or how do we move forward from that if it does happen? Like the psychology.
No, we don't talk about losing. We don't talk about losing. I don't think about losing. It's not in my mind. But I've lost before in Thai boxing, and I was at one point scared of losing. I will say that, but when I lost, I realised it wasn't as big as a deal as I'd made in my mind, and I got back in and fought again, so I've lost before. I know how to deal with that, but it's not something that I think about all the time, because I'm quite into like manifestation and things like that, and I don't think it's something that I need to focus on. When people say, when you lose, that's how you get better. That's true. I think I agree with that, but also you don't have to lose. I'm not planning on losing to like get this next level of a fighter. Like I can keep winning to get better. So
Appreciate you.
thank you.
Dakota, you gave a lot of praise to your brother Cody over here in his coaching. Do you think that he gets the respect or the knowledge he deserves when it comes to the things that he's able to help you with, like your striking?
No, probably not, because I don't mention him too much. I talk about my family in general, but actually the work that we do together, we don't speak about. And he is like the main part of my striking. So people probably don't even know that much about him. He's happy to sit in the background, and he doesn't ask for any credit or anything. But yeah, I will say now that what you see in that cage is what I work endlessly with my brother, so he gets all credit for everything that he does with me. Him and my mum are the reason that my striking level is like this. So.
Dakota, what would it mean win the inaugural championship here and also be someone from the PFL European Series? Do you get a lot of love from back home, kind of saying like you're a big influence now to a lot of young girls from Europe?
Yeah, definitely. I think it would be, I'd like to say that when I win this world title, that I will be proud of myself and I will have kind of cemented that I'm a top level fighter now. So it will mean a lot for sure, and everyone back home in Europe as well just will be supporting me a lot. So it's going to be a massive moment for me for sure, but something that is what I've envisioned for a very long time and what I'm ready for.
Best of luck, National.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right.